I've been watching how 90 Day Fiancé star Natalie Mordovtseva is ensuring that Mike Youngquist never gets to taste true happiness. I first saw Natalie in 90 Day Fiancé Season 7 promos. She had the most striking eyes with the blonde hair belonging to a doll. Natalie had met Mike through their mutual friends, but they couldn't have been any different from each other. I thought Mike and Natalie were the definition of opposites attract when it came to their relationship, as they had height, religious, and dietary differences. Natalie still wanted a baby with Mike even before coming to America. She conveniently forgot about it when she came to live with him in Sequim. The baby seemed to have been a storyline that Natalie created for when any of her relationships needed some drama. She even went back to Mike in the Single Life Season 4, asking him to impregnate her. Natalie is that shameless. Natalie had thrown her engagement ring at Mike as he packed his bags at the end of the Ukraine trip in the final. Natalie wanted nothing to do with Mike, and she even accused him of cheating during the Season 7 tell-all. Natalie claimed Mike had cheated on her. The woman was named Sarah, and Mike had stayed with her the night before Sarah's own wedding. I recall Natalie concluding that Mike and Sarah had slept together. Sarah appeared during the tell-all of Season 8 and quickly made it clear that Natalie's accusations stemmed from her own paranoia. Natalie had supposedly seen Mike shirtless on that night when she had video called him, and she could hear Sarah taking a shower in the background. Natalie and Mike were over during the Season 7 tell-all. Yet Mike did not pull the K-1 visa application, and Natalie was granted permission to come to America. If Natalie didn't love Mike anymore, she would have decided to skip the U.S. move. But she came anyway because it had always been about marrying an American man to Natalie. She didn't care who she was marrying. Watching Mike giving his own fiancé the cold shoulder for an entire season and refusing to return the ring to her gave me secondhand embarrassment. Natalie kept pleading to Mike for the ring. He also called off their wedding at the last minute. However, Mike made the biggest mistake of his life by marrying Natalie out of guilt just a day before her K-1 visa was about to expire. Mike had canceled his wedding because his mother, Trish, had told him to do so. Mike's mother, Trish, was very vocal about her dislike for Natalie and often expressed her frustration on the show. I recall Mike being called a mama's boy and being compared to Colt Johnson. However, Trish had a nagging feeling that Natalie was taking advantage of her son. She got her told-you-so moment when Natalie left Mike to go date other people in a different state. I agreed with Trish calling Natalie a snake because Trish believed that Natalie primarily came to America to secure a green card and had no genuine intention of building a life with Mike. Natalie left Mike within 3 or so months of marrying him. All that drama of wanting to marry Mike was just so she could continue to live legally in the U.S. by becoming his wife. If I'm not wrong, Natalie never really told Mike why she was splitting with him. She was never clear about it because there was no reason for her to break up. Natalie had never had any feelings of love towards Mike. She wanted to date other people and probably find someone better to replace Mike with. For that to happen, Natalie had to get out of Sequim, which she did. Natalie went to St. Petersburg in Florida, and it's where she met her current love interest, Josh, after a series of failed dates with a man named Johnny. Natalie saw that Josh was single and the CEO of a modeling agency. What more could a woman who wanted to become a model and actress want? Natalie started rubbing her new man in Mike's face. To me, it was easy to see that even Josh was not Natalie's numero uno choice. Natalie could have chosen to date someone better than Josh after she broke up with him on 90 Day, the Single Life Season 3, but she didn't. Natalie had dumped Josh for refusing to give their relationship a label and to give her a baby. Yet Natalie kept using the car Josh gave her and lived in the apartment he was paying for. Natalie was perhaps going to stay put until Josh didn't call her his girlfriend. For that to happen, Natalie had to get divorced from Mike. So far, I have not come across any news report confirming that Natalie and Mike have been divorced. Mike let Natalie take advantage of him for all these years, but now Mike has a girlfriend he's been with for 2 years. Mike wants to marry Sarah, but can't since Natalie is still not signing the divorce papers and letting him move on. She was worried she would get kicked out of the country if she signed. The 90 Day Fiancé star's self-absorbedness will ensure that Mike never feels an iota of happiness ever, as long as she is around. Natalie Mordovtseva's strained relationship with Mike Youngquist, a tale of manipulation and missed opportunity. The saga of Natalie Mordovtseva and Mike Youngquist, stars of the hit reality TV show * 90 Day Fiancé *, has been one filled with turmoil, manipulation, and questionable decisions. When viewers first met Natalie in Season 7, she quickly became a polarizing figure in the * 90 Day Fiancé * universe. With her striking blonde hair and doll-like eyes, she appeared to be the perfect match for Mike. However, the stark differences between them, culturally, religiously, and even dietary, became a key theme of their tumultuous relationship. As their storyline unfolded, it became evident that their relationship was more about creating drama than genuine love, leaving Mike vulnerable to Natalie's manipulative tendencies. In this article, we'll take a deeper look at the chaotic dynamics between Natalie and Mike, examining the ups and downs of their relationship, the impact of their public breakup, and how Natalie's actions have ensured that Mike may never experience true happiness while she's still in the picture. When Mike Youngquist first met Natalie, their connection seemed unexpected but plausible. An example of opposites attract. Mike, a simple man from Sequim, Washington, and Natalie, a woman from Ukraine with grand dreams, appeared to have found a connection despite their many differences. But what began as a story of two people trying to make it work across cultures quickly devolved into a reality TV spectacle. One of the first red flags came when Natalie made it clear that she wanted a baby with Mike even before arriving in America. Yet, once she settled in Sequim, the desire for a baby seemed to evaporate, leading many viewers to believe that the idea was simply a storyline crafted for drama. Natalie's inconsistent desire for a child seemed less about genuine affection for Mike and more about creating a narrative that could keep the audience captivated. Despite their many differences, Mike and Natalie pressed forward with their engagement. However, their relationship quickly began to unravel, and the cracks in their union were visible to anyone paying attention. From their conflicting lifestyles to the evident lack of trust, their relationship quickly spiraled, culminating in one of the most dramatic moments in the * 90 Day Fiancé * franchise. At the end of the Ukraine trip in Season 7, things reached a boiling point. Natalie, frustrated and emotionally distant, threw her engagement ring at Mike as he packed his bags, signaling the end of their relationship. This dramatic gesture was only the beginning of a series of unfortunate events. During the * 90 Day Fiancé * tell-all, Natalie accused Mike of cheating, claiming that he had been involved with a woman named Sarah, who Mike had stayed with the night before Sarah's wedding. Natalie believed Mike had been unfaithful, though Sarah made it clear that these accusations were unfounded. Natalie's paranoia led her to concoct a narrative where Mike and Sarah had slept together. She recalled a video call where she had seen Mike shirtless, and in the background, she could hear Sarah taking a shower. However, as Sarah appeared on the * tell-all * and clarified the situation, it was clear that Natalie's accusations were rooted in insecurity and suspicion, not facts. Despite their breakup, Mike did not pull the K-1 visa application, and Natalie was still granted permission to come to the U.S. if she had truly fallen out of love with Mike. One might have assumed she would have skipped the move, but she chose to come anyway. This decision, which many saw as strategic, revealed that Natalie's true goal wasn't necessarily love, but rather securing her future in the United States. One of the most cringeworthy aspects of Mike and Natalie's relationship was Mike's emotional detachment. Throughout the season, he gave Natalie the cold shoulder, often refusing to return her engagement ring and calling off their wedding at the last minute. However, Mike's sense of guilt for not marrying Natalie before her K-1 visa expired led him to make a huge mistake. He married her out of obligation, not love, just a day before her visa would have expired. Mike's mother, Trish, had been outspoken in her dislike for Natalie, expressing concerns that Natalie was only interested in Mike for the green card. Trish's suspicions were eventually confirmed when Natalie left Mike after only a few months of marriage. She had gotten what she wanted, the legal ability to stay in the U.S. without needing to be married to Mike. Natalie's actions were a stark reminder that for her, the relationship was never about love. It was about securing her place in America.